Live from Gaza, ceasefire begins as Israel and Hamas exchange prisoners. Gaza City, October 13, 2025, reported by Abdirizak. After 2 years of relentless war and hard-to-break, a moment of fragile peace has finally arrived. Today, under a U.S. progress ceasefire, Israel and Hamas began the long-awaited exchange of prisoners and hostages, marking what many hope will be a turning point in one of the most devastating conflicts in recent memory. A historic exchange, families reunited after 2 years in Gaza. The streets are alive with emotion. Thousands have gathered near the handover point, some crying pictures of loved ones, others waving Palestinian flags or crying tears of relief. Thousands of buses carrying freed Palestinian prisoners have crossed into Gaza, their passengers stepping out to the embraces of family members who have waited for years. At the same time, in Israel, the final 20 living hostages abducted during the Hamas attacks of October 7, 2023 were released. Among them are men and women who spent more than 730 days in captivity, many of whom returned to their homes amid tears and national celebration. Israel authorities confirmed that a total of 1,900 Palestinian prisoners have been freed in exchange, including many detained without trial. The swap is being carried out in stages, with humanitarian police from Egypt and Gaza supervising the process. Series of hope and heartbreak in Gaza's southern district. Families run toward the causes as names are announced through the loudspeakers. Mother collapsing to the arms of their returning sons. Children meet fathers they haven't seen since they were toddlers. Television screens across Gaza, the West Bank, and Israel broadcast these emotional reunion live images of joy shadowed by the ruins of war.
I'm on my way to Abdiihiim to meet my son Imrod after more than 2 years. I'm so excited. I'm full of happiness. It's hard to imagine how I feel this moment. I didn't sleep all night and I'm on my way to Abdiihiim. Thank you for everyone, all the people.
Today is the first time I have smiled in 2 years, said one woman as she waited near Rafah crossing for her brother's bus to arrive. But Gaza still plays we need real peace, not exchange, not just exchanges. Trump lands in Israel to applause and to political theater. As this reunion unfolded, the U.S. President Donald Trump touched down in Tel Aviv, greeted by panelists screaming "Thank you, Trump." In a dramatic scene at the Israeli Knesset, Trump declared the war is over.
War's over. The war
Now begins the walk of peace. Standing beside him, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu thanked the American leader for his relentless mediation and described the day as a moment of light after years of darkness.
Mr. President, thank you for all you have done for us.
The two leaders later visited Houses Square, where tens of thousands of Israelis watched the return of their loved ones on giant screen, waving flags and chanting for peace. Trump is expected to travel next to Egypt for a regional peace summit, where he hopes to secure broader support for a lasting settlement and Gaza reconstruction. Fragile peace, a long road ahead. The ceasefire, the weatherless prices remains fragile. The deal calls for Israel to gradually withdraw troops from parts of Gaza, for Hamas to allow increased humanitarian access to devastated areas. Both parties have agreed to continue negotiations in Cairo next week. But challenges remain immense. Gaza's infrastructure lies in ruins, hundreds of thousands are displaced, and political divisions run deep. And at least one that without real commitment to rebuilding and reconciliation, today's peace could be short-lived. From the ground in Gaza, as night falls, the streets of Gaza echo with a mix of ululation, prayers, and the hum of a truck is finally closing the borders. Families sit around small fires outside damaged homes, watching live broadcasts on their phones. Images of hostages embracing families in Israel and prisoners returning to Gaza. After years of darkness, a small light shines again. One elder man said quietly, but must not go out this time. Reporting live from Gaza for the world, this is Abdirizak, witnessing history as it unfolds, where theories of grief and hope blend into the test of a war-torn land.